Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Plus, we're going to do a daily today. Believe it or not, yesterday's daily almost put us back in the top 100 overall. We had that horrible daily on the 27th. Today's March 1st. Yesterday we came 116th according to GreedButt, top 0.65%, bringing our overall average down to the top 5.48% to make it back on the top 100 leaderboards. You need to be in the top 5.42% right now, although of course it is a moving target. I can't do, oh, you know what? I've got a mod on. Get that math challenge out of here. I didn't sign up for a difficult run, okay? I signed up to play as Maggie and wonder why our frame rate is a little bit chunky right now. What's up with that? You know what? Steam, get closed, son. Uplay, get closed. Origin, get closed. Why are all of these open? That's a great question. Valid question. It's a little overkill. Alright, let's do it. It goes to Mom's Heart. Sorry, just Mom, but we have Yum Heart. That's what I mean to say. And we're Maggie, of course. I don't know why I looked at it as if it was an Eden run, but it's not. We got decent speed as a result of the speed upgrade pill that you always start with as Maggie. But we're looking for some sort of seam here. Right off the bat, like if I told you this was a daily where you go to Mom, dang it, as Maggie, you would look at me and say, don't even do this daily, it's unnecessary. But I have high hopes. Somewhere deep within this run is a seam. A seam is a guy who thinks he's fly, also known as an AWAS. There we go. So we're looking for self-sacrifice rooms. Well, you know, more HP is important, actually, because we do want these self-sacrifice rooms if we can find them. But we want an AWAS or a self-sacrifice room, effectively, or the shovel from an item room or a deal with the devil, or Teleport 2.0 would also work completely fine. I am the world's greatest Binding of Isaac player. I can't believe I managed to actually make that work. So what's our final play here on this floor? Well, it's been very simple. With no bombs, we can't look for secret rooms, but I'm going to go to the self-sacrifice room, or the curse room, sorry. It's one of the rare times I'll make that mistake, because outside of dailies, self-sacrifice rooms do not exist to me. So we're going to kill this guy, hopefully without getting hit, take whatever the item is, unless it's Spirit Hearts, in which case we'll wait. Go to the tinted room, which is the curse room, and then you got to admit, as much as the nomenclature might be nonsensical, that room is tinted as all hell. You walk into there, what kind of decor you got in here? What kind of light? This shit's all hooked up to a dimmer switch, dude. I need more light if I'm gonna be working in this room. It's bad for my eyes. You're gonna give me some macular degeneration. No breathing. Okay. Is it better to use the, you know what? Explosive diarrhea? Addicted. Okay, well, you know what? We can work around it. Alright, we get a rune. The rune is Bricano. I think it's probably better. We'll get the Spirit Heart, of course, but it's probably better to not use the Yum Heart and instead save it. That way we have this for the next floor and we're not wasting a red heart that exists. But, you know, we're already lost if we're in that point where we're like, what's the best etiquette for using a red heart? Like, we're talking about little picture stuff that doesn't really matter that much. I do wish that we had a chance to get an arcade on this floor, but short of getting, like, a temperance card, it's unlikely. But obviously, like, with Maggie, that's one of the big things, especially with Yum Heart still being active and with us having a little bit of extra HP capacity to begin with. If we can get an opportunity to trade our HP away for something and use it as a resource in Magic the Gathering terms, then that would be a smart idea for us. But really, I gotta admit, I do find myself a little gun shy. What do I mean by that? Well, these are very similar to the parameters that I had my shitty run on. It's basically as deep as it goes there. 2020 is beautiful. Looks like Garth from Wayne's World. Or me as a second grader when the mullet was in fashion. And rest assured, that did happen. Oh, he's done it. The mullet, it wasn't just... Not everyone got together in the late 80s and 1990s and said, you know what, let's all wear a stupid hairstyle so that people in the future can laugh at us. The mullet, for whatever reason, did hit popularity, and I was a part of it. In my defense, I was 7 years old. I wasn't in control of my own haircuts. My mom got me a mullet. It's a weird sentence to say. My mom got me a mullet when I went to the haircutting place. She opted for that. But when you're a kid, you don't know, dude. And I gotta admit, it makes for some photos of me as a kid that if you see them, you go, well, I know exactly what era he was a kid in. These are not timeless photos. These are extremely, it's obvious, I guess I should say, what era those photos come from. They come from the Billy Ray Cyrus era. Anyway, we're gonna get pretty close to 15 cents, I think. We're at 13 right now. Let's go fight the boss. I hate this champion. The bombs, oh wait, is this spawns bombs that hurt you on contact, asshole, that completely hard counters me because I always try to kick bombs like a moron and my bad habit is finally being punished? I can't remember. Hey, it's halitosis, am I right? Just kidding. But we did get Death's Touch. Death's Touch is beautiful. I mean, it's a very, very strong run right now. We are going to go to the curse room. We got the protection necessary to make that work. I would love to, I mean, maybe we should buy a bomb. We could go to the shop and buy a bomb, and maybe that would be good for us. What's this? Speed up. Oh, beautiful. 48-hour energy is not worth anything, but that's okay as well. So I just want to go back and see if maybe... I got petrified poop after coming to these rooms. Maybe there's a little poop in there. There's not. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit of a gamble and hope that we can get, like, small rock out of it. If we can get, like, a bomb and a key. There's no bomb for sale. Well, I'll take the world card. And the thing with the world card... You know what? I'm going to take the key as well, just to make sure. But the thing with the world card is that at least we can find a secret room with a low amount of bombs. Oh, Lord. That would have only taken us to 14 cents. Do I really want to know if I'm missing another one? You know, we probably could have used Wishbone and hurt ourselves to make 15 cents a possibility. But we still wouldn't have been able to buy a bomb. So what would we have done? I guess we would have bought more options. We'll probably save the world card for now. And there's actually like a good reason for this. And I think the reason is that if we want to get the maximum number of points in this run, which is kind of like this is a point of the daily to some extent, to have fun, to hopefully be entertaining, despite a little bit of naysaying, and then also rank as well as possible. We would love to know what a floor looks like. Not necessarily this floor, but a floor in the future. We'd love to know what it looks like. So, for example, we could plan to go to Boss Rush, prioritize the teleport card, get out and play a self-sacrifice room, if we're talking about the depths 2, for example. But we're not really in that consideration right now. We are going to have like a put up or shut up moment. If we come across a self-sacrifice room on this floor, what are we going to do? I think we should ignore it. And try to make a self-sacrifice room or an AWAS rune work later. If we come across one on like the depths 1, that's going to be a tough decision for me to say no to that, because we might not find one on the depths 2. However, what's worth more? Teleporting, and you know, you get a huge bonus for it, but also a huge penalty potentially with the damage you're going to take. Or I think we should. Although it is actually, it seems like a loss of HP, it's actually an improvement in terms of HP if we can play our self-sacrifice room until death and then respawn as Dark Judas. Anyway, you get the idea. The other thing is that, like, we might not want to teleport unless it's on the depths 2, because Boss Rush is worth a lot of points, and we're fairly well equipped to handle Boss Rush right now, etc., etc. I am going to go to our self-sacrifice, or curse room again, every time, dude. Cracked dice. Okay, so that's easy play. Get rid of the world card for cracked dice. Now we know where we're going. And we can see the secret room as well. I don't think there were any tinted rocks. It's like the second bomb we've had all game, and now the third bomb as well. So we get... Oh, you idiot. We get booger tears, which is very good. You gotta try, right? Perks? It's fairly irrelevant, but... Keys. Not keys, that's bomb bag. So is bomb bag good? Yes, however, we might prefer to use Dice Shard here. And not only might we get something better than Bomb Bag, especially on a short run, I kind of feel like Bomb Bag, you know, the star that burns twice as bright burns out twice as fast, right? So, I mean, this saves us a key to pop the Hermit card. So I think we pop the Hermit card, come in here, blow this dude sky high. What do we want? Maybe get another key, or do you want there's options? I don't know. I mean, I don't think we need a key right now, so let's... Oh, we do need a key. We do need a key. Hear me out here. This is a good play, I think. In theory, this is a good play. So we're going to take our key. We're going to go back and open another golden chest. We're going to pick up the Dice Shard. We actually hope that it's consumables. Like, a lot of pennies would be ideal. Okay, this is also fine, because now we'll do this, and we'll at least free you from this space. Grab Yum Heart, and then Dice Shard these. We could Dice Shard the poop if we want as well, but I don't think it's that relevant. And as a result, we get Harlequin Baby, which is good, and the Halo, which is mostly good for speed right now, if I'm being honest, but still, like, certainly not bad, and then we move onwards. I feel like we made a decision there that's probably not going to really accelerate our life, but it did work out better, I think, than it could have been. Alright, we're just gonna head down here. We are going to pick up the HP. I thought maybe we'd rather die and come back as Dark Judas, and that would be worth points, but I think we got to treat Dark Judas as if it's like a trump card right now. We're going to put it in the back of our hand, and if we find a self-sacrifice room, then we know, hey, we can actually kill ourselves on a self-sacrifice room, and not only come back, but come back stronger. So I think that's the way we're going to treat that for now. So for now, we're just going to, I mean, we're playing an Isaac run, or we're playing a Maggie run to be more literal, and it's going okay. Shouldn't have wasted that bomb. If I look closely, the map doesn't give us an opportunity to find a secret room there. We are ahead of schedule, and this floor could be really nice for us for a couple of reasons, one of which is that we have the parameters necessary to potentially spawn an arcade. Wow, that was a really good infested. We have the parameters to spawn an arcade potentially. We have the ability to actually use our Yum Heart accordingly. Every rune is important because obviously AWAS, if it shows up, is basically essential. Especially like, it's a little bit of damage, but I can't feel too bad about it right now. AWAS plus blank card is, I don't even know if I want that guy right now, but AWAS plus blank card is basically necessary if we want to feel comfortable going into boss rush with AWAS, because if it gives us a crawl space, we're going to feel like we got screwed. So we got Plan C. Apparently Plan C only gives you a win if you're playing as, or if you have Lazarus Rag, I should say. Because otherwise you'll die before the completion of the boss, like, death animation. If you're fighting Delirium, for example, at least. Wow, no arcade on this floor. I think we're gonna start with a deal with the devil. We are definitely gonna look for our secret room, which has a really good chance to give us some more money. There we go. We got the shovel. So this is huge. Now we can talk about at least getting to Shoal, and if we can get a self-sacrifice room on, like, the Womb 2, that's a big one for us. Okay. So we're at 11 minutes here. We got plenty of time. This is awesome. We actually have, like, we have the seam. I'm imagining most people are probably going to find the seam. It seems like it's a pretty easy one. Bomb here will not work for us. So the secret room must be what? The secret room must be a specter in the night that I do not understand. Yeah, I am going to go to the next floor. I don't want Keybeggar, and I don't want Plan C. Let's do this. We're about a minute and a half ahead of schedule. We don't need a teleport card anymore. We don't need to worry about a self-sacrifice room. And it seems like we have enough runs that go to Mom and then get a shovel that I do find myself being like, these dailies, some of them have got to be curated. I know, like, when it's International House of Pancakes Day, and then, you know, you start looking like a freaking pancake, that's curated. They had to hard code that in, man. They had to get somebody to draw the sprite for it. However, It just seems too fortuitous on today's daily, doesn't it? And I really think that there's basically nothing to complain about right now. Like, our daily is actually... Normally I'm like, you know... We made some mistakes in either our decision-making process or in our damage. We haven't really taken bad damage over the course of this run. Not enough to be pissed about, at least. Just the odd, you know, unnecessary hit. I mean, we got hit on yesterday's daily and still did really well. And we got hit in some situations which were embarrassing. Like just fucking walking into fires. This run has been much, much better as a result. I mean, that's the other... It's the other part of having, like, amazing damage from the very start of a run. Is that it makes it a lot more difficult to actually take stupid damage. Alright, let's get out of here. We've gotten, like, every single deal with the devil so far. Don't... Oh, that was so unnecessary. I got out of the cycle there. Don't take that as complaining. Like, I'm stoked that we've gotten those deals, even if we didn't get it here. Shot speed goes up. Death card. Now we gotta prepare ourselves for the idea that we're gonna have boss rush. Now, are we well equipped for boss rush? Honestly, like, extremely so. We could use... Oh, that was really bad. We could use, like, the relic. Oh, that's also very nice. The relic, for us, is important because it would pay out on the regular. So, for boss rush, that's really important. It basically means, you know, every few boss rush waves, you're getting another spirit heart. It seems like there's a trend where it's like, I haven't taken that much damage. And then all of a sudden, we, like, completely go back on that. But, you know, let's avoid that before it becomes too much of an issue. Really feel like Toxic Shock Syndrome is like Mama Mega, but passive and semi-permanent. Also, it doesn't blow everything up, so I'll give you that one. It's not quite as destructive, but it's certainly it accomplishes our goals. And if I'm being honest with you, it's folded, it's tempered, and it does its job. This floor is done. Gonna be about a minute ahead of schedule, which is honestly like as good as it gets for a sure, use justice. As good as it gets for a daily in this day and age. We might have been a little faster yesterday, which completely betrays what I was just saying, but still, like, we're not under the gun here, which is very nice. We've got full exploration bonus from every floor, except for second secret rooms and secret rooms, but we'll try to maybe throw in one last chance here and get the black card, or, okay, hello. Yeah, I'm gonna play you. And this is going to slow us down a little bit, and this is where it always falls off the rails. But we're definitely going to take that. And honestly, we could use the money, and we could use the blood bag. So I'm going to play this until we get down to basically 0 and just rely on getting red hearts in the future. If we die, we come back as Dark Judas. It's essentially irrelevant. Alright, totally fine with that. Down to the next floor. Grab a little bit of HP on the way. Let's do this. Alright, we're on pace. And we have Onsus. On pace Onsus. That's what they used to call me back in college. On pace Onsus. Well, you see, I had told everybody that my name was Onsus, and I was very punctual. I'm not saying it's the greatest, it's the most creative nickname in the business. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Yeah, we'll take lifesteal. If we end up playing a self-sacrifice room, you can see how that would be valuable for us. A curse room is also important, but I can't take it yet, in my opinion. I need to first try to get another spirit heart, just so we have insulation. Like, this is a good deal with the devil chance. Which is why, again, something like the relic would be really, really nice. Death card is fine. Not really a boss rush card. So I think this is an easy decision. You take Pandora's box, pop it. I don't think we need Sharp Plug unless we hit like 1,000 crawl spaces in a row. 2 of hearts. Good, you know, I'll take that. Get back to full HP. Throw another bomb down. I'll take PhD. Blow this guy up. We got Hematemesis. You know, there's value in Hematemesis, but not for us right now. Gotta be a little bit faster, so... This is good. Pills are now good for us. We also got back to full HP, so we didn't need to buy the Two of Hearts, but I was hoping that the Two of Hearts would not be a Two of Hearts at all, and instead would be like a Joker card. There's another Spirit Heart for us, so we can go back to the Curse Room. And really, rooms are going to be super fast for us. The thing that's not going to be super fast is utility stuff like doing deals with the devil and etc. So, or not deals with the devil, blood banks and stuff like that. So, we don't need to worry too much about this, in my opinion. That room is basically worthless right now, but I would love Small Rock. 2 Spirit Hearts, also good. Okay, so we have Pay to Win. I think that's highly shitty as a choice right now. Petrified Poop is also bad once we're this late. Like, it did really good stuff for us earlier in the run, but now it's not going to be as necessary, and that's fine. This is actually like a tough choice, because I'm going to do it because it's a guppy item, but it might fuck us out of a self-sacrifice room later, so we're just going to have to make sure that we take as little damage as possible. And then get some HP, like get some Spirit Hearts and stack them up, basically, because, I mean, we do still have Dark Judas, don't get me wrong, but we did cost ourselves like 4 HP ups right there. So it's a little on the tight side. How do I feel about this run right now? I think it's still completely fine. What's the trinket? I don't know what this is. Stem cells for regen? I don't know. Let's give it a try. And I'm going to just skip like one room here so I can make sure that we make it to boss rush. But all in all, like, as we approach the end of phase 1 of this run, I think we've done right by ourselves. I think we've done, like, completely acceptably. We have our seam. It's reusable, so we're not just going to go to the womb 1. There was no self-sacrifice room on this floor unless I misread the map, so there's no way it was the right decision to teleport, especially because boss rush is open to us. All we need to do is not royally fuck up boss rush. And I gotta be honest, like, if you want to give me Guppy right now, I wouldn't kick it out of bed for eating crackers. Okay. No deal with the devil. Little bummed. Obviously, Polaroid's pretty good. We got Speed Up, Dark Bomb, Ouija Board, Libra. So the zany choice is Libra. The real choice is Dark Bomb. And we don't have, like, Child's Heart or anything like that that would allow us to very, very easily generate more red hearts, but it certainly makes me feel a whole lot better about the 9 lives pickup. And you know what? Now that I think about it, 9 lives doesn't necessarily make it less likely that we'll be able to play a self-sacrifice room. In fact, it might make it more likely that we're able to play a self-sacrifice room. I love Champion Mom, dude. Really making boss rush easy on me here. We gotta actually play well here, which is a rarity sometimes in Isaac. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, if we die, we don't get to do boss rush again. So we're in hell. I might die on boss rush. Come on, you gotta give me some HP, dude. Oh my god, beyond this, if possible, I would prefer not to lose the points to begin with. You saw the play. You saw the play. He's paid out with the spider. Was that strictly necessary? We got lifesteal. We got lifesteal. Okay, Dark Bomb. There's HP back there, dude. Yo, this is great, actually. Now that we've weathered the start of this storm, which is apparently a sentence that introduced the speech impediment into my voice. Now that we've weathered the start of this storm, life is amazing for us. What I mean by that is that we're going to, as soon as we get a Spirit Heart, I think we're out of this shit for now. You know, our damage penalty from the start of this is going to be really bad. This guy charges 4 times, so don't question it, buddy. Our damage penalty from the start of this is going to be horrible, but now that Dark Bomb has had a chance to pick up some stuff, we're good. And I think a lot of people, or at least some people, are going to get shit on by that right there. So, really, I just consider us extremely fortunate that we didn't die when we could have. And sure, there was a little bit of like, did I completely throw the run in that moment? I think I conceivably could have thrown the run in that moment, but instead, We get a little lucky. We generated a bunch of Spirit Hearts to get ourselves out of it, and now Dark Bomb is crushing it. Like, we actually could be at full HP by the time we leave here. And the Emperor card, what's the value there? Probably teleporting to not take damage when exiting a room. Or if we were going for like a time penalty or a time bonus or something, I suppose. Okay, dude, these are the ideal champions for us. At first I was like, champions suck. Once we lived through the champions being terrible, now I'm stoked. They're all dropping red hearts for me. Should I give up, or do the champions drop some red hearts? You see, that's an earlier Adele song. You see, this is the character who explains all the references in his jokes. Well, the problem is, it's hard for you to laugh and think that I'm clever and thus build my ego if you aren't getting the referential humor. I'm not saying it's particularly clever, I'm just saying, you know, it's in my best self-interest to do it anyway. Don't shoot at me. Why am I not using the shovel more? It's actually a good question. The real answer to that... The real answer to that question is that I didn't want to accidentally teleport, but we should be looking for crawl spaces. Alright, lost way too much HP. Like 500 points in damage penalty on boss rush alone. Obviously, we're going to gain more than we lose. Hasn't been the strongest boss rush I've ever done, though. I hate contact damage bombs. I tried to dodge, but my shots... Oh, this is so good. So what do I want to finish this run with, if possible? Or finish boss rush with? If possible, I would love to get, like, Serpent's Kiss. Something to give me more HP. Our damage is completely fine. As long as we're not talking about our damage penalty, which is horrible because I am apparently just really, really bad at this video game right now. We got Hourglass instead. Alright, well, let's bounce. We don't want Hourglass. We need the shovel card, so we'll roll with that. I'm not pleased with the damage that I took there, but I'm pleased with where we're at. I'm gonna teleport. Because I don't really see a reason not to, you know? Oh, are my eyes on wrong today? Because, like, I was looking at that and I was like, I'm standing in a safe spot. Something ain't right, dude. I gotta start doing these dailies, like, later in the day as opposed to, you know, for what is for me the first thing in the morning. I like the idea that I'm, like, fresh for it. And I'm not a morning person, believe it or not. I wake up pretty late, but, you know, I've been a morning person for, like, a lot of my life. Definitely want that. We got 2 HP, just keep that in mind. Maybe we shouldn't have taken it yet, but that's fine. Maybe there's a case to be made, perhaps, that it would be smarter to just, you know, do these dailies after doing a warm-up. But how much fucking Isaac am I going to play on a daily basis, you know? Can get a little on the ridiculous side. Plus, I still think that on today's daily, we're going to be fine, and we're going to be competitive, and we're going to raise our rank, and there's an off chance, especially if we find a self-sacrifice room, that we could find ourselves in the, maybe not, oh, there's a self-sacrifice room. Maybe not the top 100, but maybe, you know, top several hundred. So this is actually an extremely difficult choice for us, in my opinion, because we may well wish to play that self-sacrifice room. What are the pros to it? Well, it gives us probably will teleport. What I mean by that is, I can't tell because of Curse of the Unknown, but I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to play it enough times to, like, not lose all of our lives, although almost certainly lose some of our lives by playing that self-sacrifice room. What are the cons? Well, there's a huge opportunity cost if there's a self-sacrifice room on the next floor. I don't think there can be a self-sacrifice room on the womb. Or, sorry, on Shoal, or on the Cathedral, but I think we can only get to Shoal via the shovel, so... That would mean that it is the right idea to not play it on this floor and instead wait to the next floor. But I think that that's, and you can hear me kind of dancing around this in my head. I think that that's too risky. I think we have to play the self-sacrifice room on this floor. And it sucks because Curse of the Unknown is going to annoy the shit out of me, and we might not get the rewards we need, and we're going to go down to the, you know, the lamb floor, probably having 1 HP, but, you know, that's what separates the good from the gravy here. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, to be honest with you. Just an expression I made up in my head. Yeah, we don't want that. Not without immunity to explosions, at least. So, we're cracking these. We're trying to stack up as many Spirit Hearts as possible via Dark Bomb. There is an Eternal Heart. The correct play is to not take that Eternal Heart and instead try to make that Eternal Heart the last thing we need to protect it with the Spirit Heart and then use the Spirit Heart as our final play on the self-sacrifice room. You can probably tell by the tone of my voice I'm not that eager to try that. The other thing is there's one more edge case that maybe I didn't even talk about. What if the exploration bonus from going to the next floor and shoal, well, that's irrelevant because we're going to get the exploration bonus for going for the next floor anyway. The next floor is just going to be the womb 2. Or is it just going to be the dark room. But now I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, did I not recently have a run where I went to the cathedral and found a self-sacrifice room and went, oh my god, you can get a self-sacrifice room on the cathedral? That sounds familiar. That sounds like something that has happened to me recently. So what are we doing? I'm still going to play the self-sacrifice room. I think it's advisable. I hope we get some HP back for it. This is the play that I'm going to make. But it's possible that taking 12 damage, which is like 1,200 points, is going to be worse even when factoring in the bonus. There we go. Angel statue? Soon? No! I can't afford to get hit there. But you know what? You know why I'm doing this? Is because who fucking dares wins, buddy. So we're not Dark Judas yet. Second angel statue. So the next time we play it, we're going to get teleported up. There's no red hearts for us to take advantage of. Unless, you know what? There might be a play for us here. I know that we have Dark Judas existing on this run, by the way. We actually, yeah, we lost like 1,000 points to do this. That's not that bad. So this is ideal, believe it or not. This is actually what I was looking for here. Because now we can go back to this, oh, if I'd walked into that, I would have never forgiven myself for at least 15 minutes. We come back here, we grab this. Now we can play the self-sacrifice room one more time and go to the next floor and have 2 HP. Just don't walk over that accidentally. We did not teleport there. Now we've teleported, and we're going down to the dark room. And I've died, and then lived again. Okay, so we're at 28,000 points. To be honest, that seems pretty good. What's our setup now? That was extremely lucky. I'm not taking that Spirit Heart yet. Because we've been in this exact situation, or a very similar situation, I should say, pretty recently. And I think the thing that is easy to do and will lead to your demise is underestimating the difficulty of the dark room. Case in point. Like, I think it's pretty important to stack up as many Spirit Hearts as possible. Like, most of these rooms, we will, or at least should be able to get through them without getting hit. Fuck. Some of the rooms are going to require a little bit of HP. Maybe even some lives in the process. No, dude. Okay, I guess I'm picking up the Spirit Heart because that room is hell. Let's see what we got going on over here. Okay, this is more my speed. I didn't think two Fallen would be that tough. Now, again, you don't need to pick up all the Spirit Hearts. Just pick them up as is necessary to survive. Like a single bloat in my opinion, not worth overcommitting here. So I'm not sweating a damage penalty. Again, I think that this is a tough run, and these are the kind of runs that I want to thrive in. Whether or not I actually do, we're going to find out. But runs that are fairly difficult, I think my track record is not horrible lately. So I'm hopeful that we can leverage that a little bit. I do hate this room. I cannot tell a lie. Mostly because 4 mega fatties is like absolute bullshit. Most disconcerting scenario here, the most likely situation in which to take damage, is when you change directions. So, pivot away from that. We're looking for a bunch of red hearts to turn into spirit hearts. Hermit card. Use that to teleport out of a room that is a real fucking nightmare, I guess, but... Lifesteal. Okay, you can see we're starting to get a little confidence, starting to build a little bit here. It's possible that the lamb fight is not going to be the worst room, the worst offender for us here. So, we're not necessarily going to pick up all of our stuff, or all of our HP for the lamb fight. But so far, this is looking pretty good. And again, like, this is a situation where... Wow, it just migrated to the other guy. It's a situation where it's important to note, you know, if we hadn't had that run maybe like a week ago or 10 days ago where we died on the dark room, we probably wouldn't be in this situation right now. I think there's a couple of things that give us an advantage over the average run right now. One of them is that, or the average player. First off, not to say that I'm above average, but I think we're having an above average run, believe it or not. As much as people like to push the, as much as people like to puss. As much as people like to push the notion that if you ever die, you know, or take damage on an Isaac run, like you're a bad player, the leaderboard stats for the dailies do not bear that out, in my opinion. If an idiot like me can sometimes rank extremely well, or even, you know, semi-consistently rank pretty well, and I think there's a whole lot of conjecture and a whole lot of theory crafting. And well, if I was doing this daily, I would kick you. I saw it in the Tournament of Shame as well. Spoilers for the Tournament of Shame. I was like, man, Ryan's so bad at this game. I beat everybody else's ass, dude. What do you want me to do? I could have played better, but I could not have achieved a better result. So I don't know what you seek from me. We could have come back as Dark Judas. In fact, it probably would have been worth dying once just to make it happen, but let's go grab this. I think we're just going to finish the fight. I don't see myself going to get the maximum exploration bonus here. All I'm saying is that I think there's two great filters on this run. Everybody's going to get the shovel, I think, because the start of this run was extremely good, so Deals with the Devil, which are relatively seeded, as long as you don't take red heart damage, are going to be fine for you. But everybody's going to get the shovel. I think some people are going to die on Champion Boss Rush, and that's not going to necessarily kill the run, but it's going to kill the chance for them to get the point bonus from Boss Rush, which is going to, you know, slow them down for sure. And then I think the self-sacrifice room, some people will skip, and if they don't, they'll go to this fight and might maybe get their asses kicked like I almost did. So I'm just going to leave. I'd play it safe as opposed to playing it sorry. We actually didn't do that well. 586, big damage penalty. But we're on the leaderboards. This will probably end up being like top 3% or something like that. So I was tooting my own horn for no reason. Either way, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And for now, I'll see you next time.